Rounds 13 and 14 of the World Championship gave us plenty of memorable moments, with it being an unforgettable week for Pecco Bagnaia, who ended his wait for a maiden MotoGP win with clinical back-to-back victories. There was plenty of drama across the two weekends, and these are your other battles from the Aragon and San Marino Grand Prix. At Motorland, Enea Bastianini began to make his mark in the Premier Class, with the rookie backing up a career-best qualifying with the 6th place finish. After dropping behind Taka Nakagami at the midway point, the Italian responded at the beginning of the 15th lap, showing he was more than ready to mix it with the best. He battled with championship leader Fabio Quartararo for a number of laps before finally getting the better of the Yamaha rider with 3 to go. He wasn't done yet, as in the closing laps he took both Jorge Martin and Brad Binder to kickstart what would turn into a very impressive week for the number 23. Binder himself was in the thick of the action throughout, with the South African once again showcasing his Sunday skills after a P12 start. Having made up some places on the opening lap, the KTM rider set his sights on Quartararo, making a move stick past him at turn 4 in the 8th lap. 7 later, he moved in front of satellite counterpart Iker Lecuona, while on the following lap a mistake from Jorge Martin allowed both KTMs through on the Desmos Edici at the final corner. While Binder went on to record a P8 finish, this error from Lecuona undid all of his good work and cost him a top 10 finish. There were battles all across Motorland as Valentino Rossi picked off Luca Marini, while Alex Rins came out on top of a 20-lap battle with Paul Espargaro, but it was Quartararo and Martin who caught our eye in Aragon. The early stages saw the rookie Spaniard execute this brilliant double overtake to put him inside the top 6, but after the Pramac Racing rider's earlier mistake, he dropped into a late scrap with the title leader, holding off the advances of the M1 until the final lap, when Quartararo salvaged some more crucial championship points with this late manoeuvre. One week later, it was the turn of the San Marino GP to provide the entertainment, where Bagnaia stole the headlines again. He wasn't the only home hero on the podium though, as Bastianini charged through the field for his first Premier Class podium. Starting 12th on the grid, he made short work of Alex Rins on the 3rd lap before taking on 8-time world champion Marc Marquez, with the rookie showing experience beyond his years to guide himself past the RC213V and into P4 by the end of the 6th lap. From there, his consistent pace meant it was only a matter of time before he reeled in Jack Miller, eventually doing so on the 21st lap as he cruised home to a maiden MotoGP rostrum. A place outside the top 10 in Aragon was a disappointing return for Alex Rins, and he looked to make up for that in Misano, with the Suzuki rider taking on the Espargaro brothers in the early stages. First up was Paul, who he moved by at turn 16 before he found the inside line and a late 6 laps in. By the end of the 14th lap, he took his opportunity against Marc Marquez and looked as if he could begin a podium assault. It wasn't to be though for Rins, who would lose control of his GSX-RR and end up in the gravel 5 laps later. That crash meant a 3-way battle for 4th place broke out. Joan Mir had worked his way through the field to come into contention, moving past Aleix and Paul Espargaro earlier on, with Jack Miller and Marquez lying in wait. The 3 went at it hammer and tongs in the final 4 laps, pouncing on one another's mistakes, and by the end it was the Repsol Honda man Marquez who did enough to win it. It looked as if Mir had taken P5, but a track limits infraction at the penultimate corner saw him demoted a place to 6th. Once again, there were great battles across the field, and thankfully we get the opportunity to return to Misano for more during round 16 of the championship. Before then though, we're leaving Europe and heading for the US, with the Red Bull Grand Prix of the Americas up next.